Hi folks, welcome to the Abom parking attachment machining series. We've got a 2.5 by 2.5 inch chunk of 1018 steel. Let's cut it up in the bandsaw here and head over to the machine. I want to give a shout out to Jim Bollinger over at Do Right Fabrication. He came up for the open house and actually gave us some tips and helped Jared shim in our LS bandsaw to get it really running perfect. So here are the major tools we're going to use. Face mill, Superfly to clean it up, a stubby 1/2 inch finish rough end mill to do the first operations, this extended length, and you'll notice this tool is neck, so that's why you're going to see me hold it so long out, which is very unusual. We normally really don't like that. A 1/2 inch 4-flute ball end mill to do that slant section, a 1/4 inch just to clean up some little corners, and our engraving tool. A couple other little tools like drills and reamers and so forth. I think all of these, except for the Superfly, are Lakeshore Carbide. All right, hunk of steel. I've got a set of parallels in the machine. Throw her in there. Oh, you know what? I just noticed there's a little ding here, so we'll put the part this way. That ding will get machined away then. Seated the parallels. Okay. So we're going to come down 2.2 inches from the top, and right now I'm showing 2.24 to the jaw. So we'll check that in a second here, but clearance is clearance. In Fusion 360, our XYZ zero is right here on the top center. So what I like to do is jog the left side of the part, set my Heimer at 0. That just means that the tool is exactly over the edge of that part. We go to the right side, find 0 here and hit and divide by 2. And what that does is, regardless of the thickness of my stock, it puts the center point, for X at least, right in the center of this stock, which is what I want. That way we're taking even cuts on both sides of the material. On the Y, I know that that's 2.5 stock, so I can say 2.5 divided by 2 in my digital readout, basically, which is the same what Path Pilot is in this instance, and that puts me in the center here. And what's cool about this tool is the same tool can do Z. So I'll jog down, and that's 0. This tool is the longest reaching tool. So when I put it in the machine and tell the machine that that's the tool I want to test, so tool 171, I can come down here what I like to do is ignore the screen and just take a look. A little bit hard with the camera, but that's 2.22. So that's 20th thou deeper, and I've still got visible clearance in the jaw, so we should be good. Rock and roll. Always been real impressed with how that surface finish of that Superfly does. You can see how well that cuts that 1018 steel. Isn't that cool? All right, that was a little too aggressive. Try again. We're just barely getting shatter. I don't want shatter, but trying to walk that line here. Making a heck of a chip for us. You know, this 1 inch depth of cut, about 60, I think, thou. I'm sure I'll put the correct one here in the annotation. At 10 inches a minute. That sounds good. Don't hear a thing. Look at that chip coming off. A nice stringy tip. I like that. Silent. Love it. Silent. We're using feed rate override right now, dropping the RPMs down 72%, which is 873 RPMs, and we have a shop rule. Whenever we use feed rate override, the blue hose comes out, because it will bite your ass if you forget and you go to especially something like a tapping operation. So let's talk about this recipe. You know, of course, I'm trying to show off a little for you guys. I'm trying to maximize the removal rate. You know, we're kind of playing in the big boy world here, making a larger steel part. And I like showing off the Torbach machines and their capabilities. A couple of caveats. One, this is the first time I've ever used this tool, so I haven't come close to dialing it in. It's also a new machine, and there's no real excuse for that, but I don't know it quite as well, little nuances. We just moved the vise. We had to take it off the vacuum plate that we had because I needed the additional Y clearance. And the last thing I'll mention is, you know, what I'm doing here. First of all, we're getting a great chip. I mean, that is just warm. A great chip. This is not the recipe I would do right now if I was going to walk away from the machine, and that's the beauty. I think we may have some folks watching this video from Abom's channel that are more on the manual side, and that's the beauty, is being able to dial in a little bit of a less aggressive recipe and then just walk away and not have to babysit the machine. I should have had the non-engagement speed rate bumped up higher here with the setting in Fusion 360. I just forgot, and I'm sure Scott is going to call me out on that. All right, let's try that again. Somebody forgot to update the peck recipe. You think I would have learned that from the rough and ream, where we really did create a pretty dangerous bird's nest. The safe thing there really would have been to stop the machine. You know, we were standing really far away, but don't, my God, don't ever think about trying to touch that. And really, you saw it grab the coolant line, just not safe. Don't do that. Here we're pecking much shorter, working much better. Horizontal to clean up the floor where the 1/2 inch couldn't get. And a 2D contour to clean up these inside rings. We need it up here because we had a radial stock to leave when we did our 2D adaptive.